Welcome to today's 2-Minute Prophecy. We are just about to get into really what the Old Testament has to say about the end times. But again, right before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about what leads up to it. From the very beginning, we have sin entering our lives with Adam and Eve sinning all the way to today. We have people that sin today. Everybody sins. There's not anybody mentioned in the Bible that doesn't sin besides Jesus. And that's part of our punishment, is going through our lives and working. So I want to talk a little bit about the things that happened back then that really have a lot to do with what's going to happen in the future. And I want to talk about Cain and Abel. In the second generation, we have murder. Cain kills Abel. And in Genesis chapter 4, verse 8, it says, "Later Cain suggested to his brother Abel, 'Let's go out into the fields.' And while they were together, Cain attacked and killed his brother." Now, we automatically get started off on the wrong foot, and we have murder even today. We even, in our community, just recently have had a child just kill his mother just because he didn't like her. Just had enough, just decided that she didn't need to be alive, so he killed her. In the end, we will have exactly that type of event happening all the time. Parents killing their children. We have, just on the news this morning, I heard of a parent leaving a child in the car and pushing the car into a pond and letting the infant die. It happens, and it's happening now. So I want to go on and talk a little bit about Cain and Abel again and relate it to today as well. We begin at this point in time to worship the Lord. We have verse 25 and 26. "Adam slept with his wife again, and she gave birth to another son. She named him Seth, for she said, 'God has granted me another son in place of Abel, the one Cain killed.' When Seth grew up, he had a son and named him Enosh. It was during his lifetime that people first began to worship the Lord." So when we start the lineage of people from Adam and Eve, and in that lineage, in this very short time, we get the problems with Israel today. We'll continue with that in the next few days. Now, God uses a mark to set Cain aside from everyone else. Genesis 4, 15 and 16. "The Lord replied, 'They will not kill you, for I will give 7 times your punishment to anyone who does.' Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who might try to kill him. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden." Well, in Revelation, we have Revelation 7, verse 4. We have God who marks his people. "And I heard how many were marked with the seal of God. There were 144,000 who were sealed from all the tribes of Israel." And Satan tries to do the same thing, or does the same thing, in Revelation 13, verses 16 to 18. "He required everyone, great and small, rich and poor, slave and free, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead." So marks have been given from the very beginning, and they will be given in the end. And that's your 2-Minute Prophecy.